This is not, you know what I mean, African power, black supremacy people. These are Moors that were able to do a press conference on the steps of City Hall in Philadelphia with the microphones, with the station on it. So you know. So what do you mean they don't recognize the Moors? And then again, go listen. And they weren't doing all that religious stuff up there. They were putting it on the record about the status issue, about the one human family. To the members. So this is why they hid, because remember that Noble Drew Ali already told the Moors everything that's going to happen that we're going through right now. It was already, everything was told that it's going to happen. We didn't listen, so we're seeing it happen. We're actually in it, happening. Like Noble Drew Ali said something in 1913 and we're in it right now. We're in the stuff that he said that didn't happen back then, but it's happening right now. We're in it. So being that we're in it, it'll probably be wise to follow his instructions since he's the one that set this whole thing up. Because remember, he was the president for the Moorish nation, North America. They tell you that the Moors were bringing tanks and stuff like that to convention. It's in the literature. Do you talk about he has detectives everywhere? What does that mean? What does he mean he has detectives everywhere? What does he mean by that? That he has detectives? Because he's the president. For the Moors. That's why we give him honors. Because it's bigger than what people think it is. And Moorish Science Temple of America is a scapegoat. Moorish Science Temple of America is a front. That's why it's a religious corporation. No, that's not saying that it can't be used and Moorish Science Temple can't be like the Vatican tomorrow. No, it can be. Even with dirty Moors playing around with it. Even with dirty Moors doing with it what they're not supposed to do. It could still be what the Vatican is tomorrow. If people stop playing around and realizing that it's all about getting down what Noble Drew Ali brought. Because that's the only thing that is going to redeem the people. The Moors went on the steps of goddamn City Hall. Moors. Not invited. Oh, we want you guys to talk on the... Not that. They were the ones to make the statement for the jurisdiction of the Moors in that jurisdiction, because, you know, those Moors, that's their jurisdiction. Just check the record. Check the Hopkins Bay record. He's not first Grand Sheik. The line's been there, so that's not... They've been doing what they're supposed to do in their jurisdiction. So when Noble Drew Ali put out information for Moors to know what was going down in 1929, right? Because Moors had no idea what was going down in 1929, which is why Noble Drew Ali himself put out the stuff and told Moors, make sure you read this every meeting. and Moors didn't. And then those Moors, in this day and time now, are coming out in Philadelphia and putting Moorish Divine and National Movement on the record. Because that's really what it's about. That's really the jurisdiction that everybody has a right to be part of. Because that's directly under the Moorish nation. Your divine and national movement. Yours. That's Noble Drew Ali saying that it's yours. So being that it's yours, he left instructions. When you more saw holy instructions, and then he's going to hand them to you later, and everybody's looking around like, what? Where's the instructions? That it's in the Quran. 2 books that he was holding up when he told the Moors. This is what's going to save you. Quran, 101 questionnaire. Go save yourself. Start thinking. And Moors didn't want that. They wanted to go over here and do other stuff. And be Asiatic, black people and all that. So anytime you hear Moors who claim to be Moor Science Temple try to make you think that, you know, because you're not in their building, you're not part of this. Know that those are the Moors that's been selling out your birthright. And that's their position. And they're not moving. So don't worry about them. You do what you do what the instructions are. Because on the other part of it, right? On the other part of it, there's no need to go talk about this shooter guy has no connection to Moorish Science Temple. There's no need to talk on the matter. Because it's already in the literature. Once again, Noble Drew Ali, he openeth not his ear unto slander. Why? Because there's always truth that puts slander to bed. Truth will always stand. Slander is always going to fall. Always. And to push the concept of slander or wrong information is what Moors did by keeping back these writings, things that Noble Drew Ali told the people, so they cannot be in this situation that we're in right now as a people. So this is to the nationals of the Moorish nation, not the members of the Moorish Science Temple building organization religious crap. The nation. Because we are a nation and we have a right to a nationality, so we can claim it. Islam, these are the instructions from your Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Be faithful unto your forefathers' divine and national creed, that you will be blessed for your good deeds that you sow in the flesh. Allah is the one that judges the world, and his judgment is now on, but the weak comprehend it not. The end of time is drawing near. Now, Allah is the one that judges the world, and his judgment is now on, but the weak comprehend it not. So if this is dated 1929 March, and he's talking about Allah's judgment is on back then, what? Do you see why blood is flowing to a horse's brow right now? Because once you violate the instructions, You have to deal with nature and Allah. It's real simple. Don't worry about what somebody's going to do to you. The end of time is drawing near. So says Allah to His divine prophet, I, Noble Drew Ali. And that is why many hearts have been turned to stone. And many have eyes to see but cannot see, ears to hear but cannot hear, lest they would be confounded of their sins. These are trying hours now, dear Moors, and every evil spirit is moving. And they are trying every weak mind to overthrow and drag out the true foundation that has been laid, and to cause confusion in the minds of the ones that do believe. Now remember, all those ones that do believe, they're on the fence. Because we know that belief is just the first step. So the ones that do believe, the ones that are just, you know what I mean, about to say, okay, I think I'm going to proclaim my nationality, when they find out that Baton Rouge shooter is Morris Science Temple member, oh my gosh, they're not going to be Morris. How much emails Morris got from people. I don't think I want to be a Moor anymore because the shooter, right? Because this is birthrights. This is not joining up. You can't be something that you are. You're that already, so you can't be that. You can't be what you are. You're already what you are. I already am. I am that I am. Right? These are trying hours now, and every evil spirit is moving. Every evil spirit is moving. Whether it's real FBI, fake FBI that went and checked the more at his work. Mr. Black. Every evil spirit is moving. And they are trying every weak mind to overthrow and drag out the true foundation that has been laid, and to cause confusion in the minds of the ones that do believe. But if you have the true love of Allah and the spirit of your forefathers, you fear not what you hear or see, but will sacrifice the utmost of your very life to protect your movement, not your temple, right? To protect your movement and your prophet. Watch your enemies, dear Moors. Your enemies are the ones that speak against your prophet and ridicule him to the very lowest. The ones that speak against your divine and national principles. Mr. Black trying to coerce the brother to be straw man in a situation that doesn't even require it. Because he already put on the record that he knows who he is. Right? Always, as much as, you know what I mean? Again, Islam to sis, because the fiction, right? As much as whatever, movies and all that stuff, Matrix and Agent Smith, that's real popo psychology. Agent Smith. That's really these people that you're dealing with out here. Like we said, don't get caught up with uniform and talk about, oh, they're just riot police or whatever. Those guys are military right now. Don't forget, everybody else is overseas. That's why these Europeans talk about their militia and all this type of stuff right now. Right? Act accordingly, and Allah will bless you for your good work. Peace, your divine prophet. Act accordingly, and Allah will bless you for your divine work.